you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. Let's roll. Let's have a giant Tuesday. Big NCAA basketball card. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your first game he's chosen is 8th-ranked Creighton. 3-0 on the season at number 5, Kansas. This is the Big East Big 12 battle at Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas. As we speak, FanDuel has Kansas as 3.5-point favorites. That's just with minus 108 juice. The minus 112 juice comes with Creighton plus 3.5, and we have a total of 147.5. This is Creighton's first road game after 3 home games to start the year. Creighton opened up its season with a closer than expected 69-58 win over North Dakota before easily handling Omaha, Nebraska 94-67, and most recently Kennesaw State 93-58. Creighton has 6 players averaging double digits and gets great distribution. 20.3 assists a game for this team. They're led by Marcus Zagorowski, who's averaging 7 assists a game to go with his 12.3 points. After opening their season with a 102-90 loss to Gonzaga, Kansas has rattled off 4 underwhelming wins. Most recently, they squeaked by North Dakota State 65-61 at home on Saturday night. They're shooting 44.6% from the field. Junior guard Ochai Agbaji leads the team with 16.2 points per game. He's a very dangerous scorer. 6'8" freshman forward Jalen Wilson averaging 15 points, 8.8 rebounds, and John Ryan's first game of this 2020 NCAA campaign. Creighton, Kansas, take it away.
Yeah, I have to admit, it feels pretty good to be talking about college basketball. It was March 12th of 2020. I can remember like it was, well, not like it was yesterday because it was just so numbing. But coming into the tournament, I was running on 63% winners, and the tournament has always been good for me. Not every tournament in 26 years has been a winner, but the last 10 years, it's been an exciting time. So having all that momentum and then hitting a brick wall like tens of thousands of other people in the sports industry had to face, it wasn't any fun. But now we're starting to have fun again. We're plowing our way through the NFL, college football, NBA starts on December 22nd, which I can't wait for. And hopefully we can get these picks hitting between 57 and 63% again. That's my target every year. I'd like to try to get in that zone if at all possible, and of course higher. But you never know from one season to the next, and this is going to be a little bit of a challenge with the COVID, but we learned a lot from football, Jimmy. We really did. Road teams being able to have an advantage without fans, higher scoring games in the NBA, higher scoring games now. So with this game, my first pick is probably an obvious one. It's going to be Creighton. And I like Creighton a lot for all the reasons that you detailed, including that they are the number 1 team right now in assists to turnover ratio. So that is one of the key metrics I look at and I put into the machine learning models. And believe me, it's a big one. It's a very simple one, but it means everything. So Creighton is averaging 2.652 assists per turnover. That means they're moving the ball around like the San Antonio Spurs of the 1990s. And the passing is excellent. They were a team last year that I liked quite a bit coming out of the Big East to make a big run in the tournament. And unfortunately, we never got to see that. But they are a team, as you mentioned, 6 players, double-digit scoring. I love when I see that. Any team that has more than 5 is on my radar. I will never play against a team with 5 double-digit scores and an assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.5, and Creighton has 2.6. Now, by comparison, Kansas is basically a one-man scoring type of team with the youngster you mentioned whose name I cannot pronounce, averaging 16 points a game. Their assist-to-turnover ratio is 0.83. That means they are committing far more turnovers than assists. And that any number for a ranked team under 1.5 becomes increasingly horrifying. To see a Kansas team at 0.83, ranking 180th in the nation right now is just not good. And I think that's why they squeaked by in their last game against North Dakota State by 4 points. And I think Creighton could win this by 10.
Wow. Wow. Coming out.
I really do.
Firing shots. Creighton could win this by 10. He says Creighton plus 3.5 at -112. Do you even want the 3.5 points? I could give you a plus 142 money line.
Well, the way I play these over the course of the season is we'll do 80% on the line, 3.5, and then we'll take that 20% and sprinkle it on the money line. Now, with the advent of in-game betting, if you're watching this game closely, if you see Kansas get a 10-point run, in other words, they score 10 points and then Creighton scores 0, at any point of the game, put a little sprinkle on the in-game for Creighton, no matter what the line is. Just watch for a 10-point run by Kansas and then lay into Creighton because you're going to get value. And as we know, there's tremendous runs in college and the NBA. And I'm actually working on a Python code, Jimmy, where it identifies 10-point swings. The missing link, which is really hard to do right now, is I've had some really brilliant minds looking at this, is to have it automated into the betting app so that the app would actually be watching all the games. And when there's a 10-point run, it would put the bet in for you.
Yeah.
So, you literally could be sitting on a beach getting hammered and making, or at least trying to make money. But that, I've back tested it for 20 years. And those 10-point swings, if you play against them, you're gonna be right more times than wrong. So back to the bet, you can do 50% of the line, 20% money line, save the 30% for in-game money line or line, whatever your preference is. But it's impossible not to think Kansas will not have a lead in this game at some point, and you want to take advantage of it.
I love it. I love it. John Ryan coming out firing shots. And for official record-keeping purposes, we are going to be giving you Creighton plus 3.5 at -112. Big East, Big 12 battle. Going to be a lot of fun.